It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with Viv, Mallory, and Hannah behind the camera. And this is
your succulent tip
of the day. Did I say Hannah behind the camera?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's been a long day. We've exceeded our usual time limit. But I just wanted to thank all of you for your support this month during Pride in the Garden and remind you that today is the very last day to buy your fantastic Pride merch. Half of the proceeds are going to Equality California. We thank you so, so much for all of your support. So, Lynn, the owner of this beautiful home in Coronado, was one of my very first clients. She predates succulents with me. So,
Tell us what you planted.
What did I plant? Oh, yes, I planted this Italian cypress as a little 5-gallon plant, like 12, 13, 14 years ago. So, this, I didn't plant the pygmy palms. But pretty much everything else, has been reinvented. We just hadn't been here for so long with the pandemic and all, so we freshened everything up. We reset the aeoniums. We staged some brand new specimens. I think most notably, we refreshed all the rock. We've got Mexican beach pebble in here. We've got burgundy 3/4-inch lava. We've got Sonora shiners and big, thank you.
We live right up there if you just need an extra space to work.
Oh, if we need an extra space to work, some neighbors said, feel free. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So you took it all apart and redid it?
Yeah, we basically haven't done that in 5 or 6 years, so it needed it.
Oh, okay.
And we undid it and redid it. Just kind of dug everything up, dusted everything off, put it back, poured down some fresh rock, and it'll be good for another 5 or 6 years. Yeah, that's the idea.
It just fits Miss Lynn.
Doesn't it? Yeah, she's so great.
Yeah. She is.
Okay, so yes, we brought in probably about 25 new specimens, of which most you will see in the back, but this is just such a fun property. Here in Coronado. One of my favorite areas is the Petalanthus macrocarpus area. It is so zen to me. We've got a little Euphorbia millii in the pot. The macrocarpus don't get really enough water to do too much, but the starkness against the wall with the decorative pebble in front, I added an Echeveria agavoides to the mix today and cut and reset the Aeonium urbicums. Lynn's door. Oh, love it, right? Okay, so come on in, guys, and we'll show you about. This is a very, very large garden. It's a real fooler. In the courtyard here, we have Crassula Engelata. These were put in just a few years ago, so they're still in the process of becoming shrubs. We really didn't need to do much with her succulent fountain today at all, just a little deadheading and cleaning. Mallory did a new redo here at the base of the fountain. Don't forget to anchor your fountains with plants. And then we put some more of the Sonora Shiner rock down. We planted a Mangave Jaguar and just fluffed up the rock work in the barrel cactus. Put in a little Aloe plicatilus, and one of my all-time favorites, this is Dublia Brittoni, a native of our very own San Diego. This grows on the cliffs at sunset, and I have had one of these in my personal garden for over a decade, and it's still as beautiful today as it was 10 years ago. You'll probably ask in the comments, what was that really colorful bush against the walls? Well, this is Brainia. Its common name is Hawaiian Snowbush, and it literally grows like a weed here in Coronado. So Lynn and her gardeners work really hard to keep it at bay. I planted some Caprasma, which is one of the succulent compatibles that I really like. I've got different varieties growing throughout the garden, and they're doing really, really well. Check out this little Magnolia Little Gem. I cannot take credit for this, but it is so perfect. It's been espaliered against the side of the house. Isn't it just gorgeous? Honestly, I mean, really. Okay. We redid her entry pots. They were kind of a hot mess. The plants just were kind of hodgepodgey and all over the place. So we put some cylindrical Sansevieria in here and top dressed with that jade crushed rock. Very simple, very sophisticated, very elegant. Then as we move on, Hannah updated the succulent vertical palm stump. It looks awesome. We didn't use any glue or anything. We just stuck cuttings right into the existing moss, or I should say Hannah did. And it looks super cool. There are these super cute little pots, colorful pots that I put in a while ago. And Mallory just re-top dressed with some white crushed rock. Just made all the difference in the world. Little tiny bubbler fountain. Water's so important as an element in your garden, whether it's a simple bird bath or an electric or something that you plug in. This is the perfect touch for Lynn in her garden. Here's some more Caprasma. Look at that. So pretty. Ooh, another variety here. And then Mallory also went and gave Lynn's gutters a redo. They were looking leggy, but check out the color. Can you even with those? We added some new plants, but you can tell, you know, that a lot of these plants, like these California sunsets, have been here for a while, and I just love that. I love the way that looks. So we just let a lot of things ride. This is the area where her dog, this is her dog toilet. So I keep this really simple. There used to be a crepe myrtle tree here, but it just got to be too messy, so she had her gardener remove it. I planted a San Pedro cactus in a pot, then just some tough Fred Ives down here, and then we've got just the glass, the fantastic glass gazing balls. Very, very simple. Again, didn't want anything to compete with the dog. Oh gosh, over here, there's so much to see in this garden. Next to the black bamboo, completely reinvented pot done by Hannah. Gave this girl a mohawk. And then Mal did this pot here with the aloes that we actually took out of the entry pots and put in as cuttings. I'm sorry I didn't walk you guys through this whole
Been here till
process.
4:30 today, working the whole time.
But yeah, we have been absolutely slammed getting this done, and there just wasn't time. But I didn't want to not show you the results. Here I've got a little, oh, still looking at that? Okay, that's fine. A bigger Caprasma. These can get quite large, clearly. A little Bacarnia recurvata, just with some creva and some little sunburst pebbles at the base. And then Hannah did something so special over here.
With the leftovers, let them know.
Yeah, Hannah wanted me to tell you these were all leftovers, but this is her garbage can area, and then the alley back there. And this doesn't really get a lot of love, but it's something that's seen all the time, you know, every time you take out the cans. So I'm just so tickled with what Hannah did here. It looks so pretty. So, yes, this cotyledon is done and needs to be deadheaded. So there, you get to see me do something.
That just got planted.
Yeah, and it just got planted, but the blooms are clearly done. Ooh, check out this Caprasma. I think this one's called Mardi Gras. How pretty is that? Love it. I find those at Home Depot, Hunter's Nursery in Lemon Grove. I mean, it's not an uncommon plant. Hopefully you can find it. Oh, and the gasteria that was in the gutters that was just bursting at the seams, I planted in the ground right here in front of the stand of aloe. Really happy with how that looks right there too.
This is a rubber plant.
Yes. In the ficus family. Isn't it so pretty? Coronado is the perfect place. A lot of folks grow these inside, so it's probably fun for them to see them outdoors. Okay, so, wow, what a day. Thank you guys so much for following along, for supporting my channel with your contributions through pushing the join button, for subscribing, for liking, and for sharing the video and buying all the merch to support Pride in the Garden. Y'all are just the best. We'll see you later. Bye.